Hello everyone, this is Ghosh from Thundering Vipers and I'm back with some more DCS PVP. This is a recording from a couple of days ago. The sortie was good, I believe. I had multiple kills and I thought I should put out some commentary over it. So I am in my F-16 carrying 3 fuel tanks and 6 AIM-120 Charlies I've just taken off, and I thought of going high, and from high I mean going above 40,000. So the reason being, if I look down here, I don't have the track IR in right now. So if I look down here at the screen, so the idea itself was that there is a bunch of enemies over here at my 1 o'clock, and then a lot of the enemies were on this direction, like at my 1 o'clock. So I thought I should just go straight like this and then either engage this group or engage that group. So that was the general idea, and you can see I'm climbing already at 28,000. So I leveled up over here uh, to gain more speed. The idea was to get back above Mach speed before I make an aggressive climb once again. And keeping that in mind, I leveled off, gained more speed, and there is someone back there as well. You can see the contrail, and I believe I've achieved Mach speed. Yeah, and there goes my fuel tank. And then all of a sudden, I decided, okay, let's go a little bit more high and keep on going till like 40,000 while maintaining a good speed. The contrail is still there, and down here, as you can see on the screen, yeah, down here, it's pretty much open. So I kept on going straight for some time, and I was keeping an eye on these two guys over here on the right side and some incoming guys over there, but no one was high enough because I'm like at 40,000 and I wanted to find someone up high. So I just kept on going straight and decided, okay, if it's going to work, then the idea is there. Uh, there you go. It's an aggressive climb again, climbing over to 40,000, and then I leveled off. And here we go. So there are few guys on the right side over there on the other side of the mountains, and then somewhere at the 1 o'clock mark. So I keep on checking the distance on the HSD and see if how many contacts are directly here, as you can see on the screen. But again, no one is high, so alright, not an issue. I've leveled off, cut down my burner a little bit, wanted to save some fuel, but at the same time wanted to keep my Mach speed up. I'm not fast enough, just over Mach speed, but as you can see down here again, no one's high. So an high shot on any of these guys won't be advisable, but I did it. Uh, in a little bit I will find a guy who was kind of flying high, as you can see, just over here, 15,000. I'm just checking and ensuring who I can lock and not lock. And there it is. There's the first target locked. "32 nautical miles out." I turned a little bit away from him, so he kind of thinks I'm going in the other direction. and then I was going to turn into him, fire my missile at him, and go away. So I make my turn. Speed is good, just over 40,000 altitude, and I prepare to fox. There it goes. Missiles out, and I turn away in the other direction. But at the same time, as you can see, he goes defensive, so my missile is kind of wasted. Here comes my missile. I believe this is mine. So the missile is wasted because the bandit down there, even though the missile is tracking, he was already defensive, so there isn't much I can do. So I turn away because I know there's nothing I can do. But what I see is a couple of guys directly ahead, one at 16,000, and I am in a bit of an orbit. I'm trying to save my fuel, so I'm not like at full burner. And there again are a couple of guys down here, one at 32, but again, wow, look at this. I find someone at 43,000. Just lost him. There we go. So I lock him up, turn into him, and I put a missile out, but at the same time he fired at me. I knew he was close and he was higher than me, so I immediately dive, cut down my burner, and I'll just get a missile warning right now, or in a few seconds, down here on the left side. So there you go. I'm completely defensive. There's the missile warning. You see, because I knew the missile was coming, so I decided to do a split S and use the mountain. So the idea was to get on the other side of this mountain and dive towards the left side or the right side. I had to make a decision because the missile was still coming on my 6. And there we go. And I initially thought I'm going to hit the trees down here because I was so fast. But I'm good, so well masked. And I'll turn away just to see what should I do now. And interestingly, there's a bandit coming directly ahead of me who was defensive from the guys who were engaging him, so I kind of lock him up. I think I did fire at him, but he dodged the missile. So I thought that I would be able to loft the missile on top of this mountain because he's like on the other side and still coming. As you can see, he's going right to left, and I thought I can at least intercept him, but I lost the lock, so I'm not sure where he is, if he's gone into the mountains that side or this side. So instead of getting into a dogfight, because I'm not carrying any 9Xs, I'm just carrying 9Ms, sorry, I'm carrying MRAMs, I go defensive. And there is a missile behind me, which I believe is from the guy at 15,000. So the missile's coming from that direction at the back, but I kind of knew I'm good enough to get into the mountains and I'm safe. So I use the mountains, get here, and save myself. So this is where it kind of becomes interesting because I fired two of my missiles, and I'm completely defensive. No kill yet, but then I see something which I found interesting, and that was this guy flying at 41,000. as you can see. So I said, okay, hold on a second, he's under 30 nautical miles. Maybe I can lock him up. And then I see another guy at 46,000, as you can see. I said, why not? They are close. So, a pop-up attack. I'm in the mountains, I go Perner, and he is somewhere in the front, flying extremely high. So I said, okay, I've got him locked up. As you can see, 15 nautical miles. And here is my pop-up. And I believe it was like 12 or 13 nautical miles away that I fired at him. And there goes my missile, and I kind of thought that, hold on, uh, he's going to fire back at me as well. So, which he did. So my missile's tracking something, and I am defensive, and there he is. You can see the contrail now. And I'm like, okay, maybe I'll get him or not. Maybe. Ah! And there we go. There's a kill. Splash bandit. And I'm like, okay, dive. And I got a F-15. So I believe this is my first kill on an F-15 flying so high, and my pop-up attack was very successful. So I go back into the mountain, use the valley, and I said, okay, there's another guy now, as you can see. He's flying at 40,000. So can I do another pop-up attack on him? He was somewhere down here. But I make a complete loop, turn back. Oh, there he is. Oh, another one. So, alright. Can I repeat it? That was my first thought. He is again high and he's flying fast. And he's under 20 nautical miles. But I did my pop-up way too early. I brought my tanks. And I lost him, and this is where I was a bit confused that he's like under 20 nautical miles. I just saw him there and then he's gone. What's happening with my radar? Saw him again. At this stage I was pretty much convinced that because I've popped up, he's going to see me and he's going to fire first. But that never happened, so I turn, trying to intercept him, and there goes my missile, and immediately I go defensive. So it was like 8 or 9 nautical miles away, and my missiles again tracking something. Oh, there it is. And here we go, where it is. He's chaffing as well, and it's another F-15. So splash bandit number 2, and I'm like, wow, this is interesting because there he is, pop-up attack number 2, completely successful. So I've got 2 more missiles left, and I'm thinking, okay, not bad at all. And this sortie is turning into something really good. And there goes his plane down there in below, as you can see. So what else do I have? And turns out there is one possible enemy up ahead. So let me speed up the time because this was a completely waste of my missile. I saw him like 12-15 nautical miles away. He was on the other side of these mountains or the 2 mountains ahead, and I'm like, okay, I can intercept him. 9 nautical miles away is when I made the shot, but what he did was he got behind those mountains and my missile got trashed. He's basically on the other side of this, and I'm like, okay, got one more missile, and he did turn away somewhere, and I lost eyes because he never popped up on radar. Oh, there he is. If I was only paying attention. I can see him now. There he is. There he is. You can see right here in the middle. If I even went into dogfight mode, but he snake passed. If I was like, if he had flayed or something, I would have gotten an idea. But anyways, I've got one missile left, and I'm like, okay, let's make something out of it. And I see a couple of guys ahead, and I'm thinking, hold on, there is one guy ahead, 11 nautical miles out, 10 nautical miles out, and he's close. He is close, and there goes my missile. He fired at me, I fired at him, and his missile's coming in. My missile's going, and there you go. I got him, and he's dead as well. Oh, so yeah, I died, but I got like 3 kills. So it was fun, super fun, I would say. I got 2 F-15s and got 1 F-18 Tomcat, sorry, F-14 Hornet. So the trade is good. So, anyways, I hope you liked it, and I'll be back with some more later on. Thank you very much for watching, guys. Take care.